be a concert included with lunch. It's Friday. Duh, we all know that. Does anyone else feel like busting loose? Okay, good, because I do all the time, most of the time. Especially when I'm trying to decide which of those little shot glass desserts I want at Seasons 52. I want to bust loose and order one of each. Hi, my name is Liz Allen, and like you, I am all over the place. I wear many hats, or these days it's more like helmets. I'm a financial advisor, the mother of a highly hormonal, wonderful teenage daughter, and the wife of a ridiculously patient man. And when I can steal some vacant moments, I'm a writer. I've always been emotionally available, and more so now that I'm premenopausal. I hear ya. And some days I'm the friend with all the answers, and other days I'm the friend you want to save from herself. But before I really get going, I want to do a little housekeeping. I am not here to judge, condemn, criticize, or scrutinize. Nor am I here to preach, motivate, or inspire. I will not glorify or condone anything. And while I'm a self-proclaimed equal opportunity offender, it is not my intention to shock or insult. And finally, I am not here to enlighten or challenge you or your beliefs. And the bathrooms are located just outside those double doors next to the elevators. I am here to share the process of my journey. And in doing so, I hope to illustrate how every step we've taken, every decision we've made, whether brilliant or a little less than stellar, every tear shed and every giggle has brought each of us to this room today to bask in the collective glow of our female awesomeness. Or you might be here for the view and the food. Louisiana Governor Huey Long said back during the Great Depression, "Every man is a king, but no one wears a crown." Well, in my humble opinion, every woman is a book, or has one to write. And we can wear tiaras whenever we want to. But whether we write our narrative or share our tribulations with our friends, there is no agony like bearing an untold story inside you. I'd like to talk to you about what I write. I write about honesty, experiences, relationships, choices, and consequences. My books are not self-help, although they have inspired healthy life changes for every 4 out of 5 women who read them. I write about growing through the rough patches and finding your way to becoming a whole and complete person. A person who is not deficient and someone who does not necessarily need a man or a partner to complete them. And I write about the journey to get there. I do it by telling a story rather than laying out step-by-step instructions, because my experience is just that, mine. And yours is yours, with your own unique twists and turns along the way. But we have lots in common, and as such, there will always be parallel experiences and episodes that we can share and learn from. So, let's begin at the beginning of the journey. What's our luggage filled with as we embark? Now, I'm not talking about overpacking your suitcase for a 3-day excursion or a cruise to the Bahamas, because Lord knows we need variety and we have to have choices, even if we don't wear half of what we pack. Who cares? No, I'm talking about the stuff we've accumulated over the years and continue to drag behind us like a pushcart of mementos you can't part with. What's your luggage filled with? What can't you let go of? Or rather, what won't you let go of? Oh, let's see. How about guilt, regret, unforgivable behavior, bad decisions that just scream to be revisited ever so often, what you coulda, woulda, shoulda done once upon a time? And then there's always room for a sad childhood, doubts, fear, sexual abuse, parental abandonment, frustration, anger, bitterness. I don't know about you, but that's a pretty heavy load to bear, even if your luggage has wheels. So there it is. this huge collection we're compelled to rummage through, items that bring absolutely no value to your life. And if you think there's anything in there with value, you try listing it on eBay or unload it at a garage sale and let me know what you get. Yet letting go, lightening our load, even reducing the cargo by half, is so challenging to most that many won't even try. Because it requires change. Aye, there's the rub. Change ain't easy. Those who expect moments of change to be comfortable and without conflict have not learned their history. It's tough. We know. It's the subject at which we excel. I mean, staying the way we are and dragging our collection of emotional stuff behind us may not be something that brings us joy, but it's so familiar and, dare I say, comfortable. It is what we know how to do best. Now, I fully admit I suck at algebra, but I always score an A for holding on to that time my husband pointed out that no one was forcing me to taste everything on the Sunday brunch buffet. So why should we let go of it? After all, lots of time, years in fact, many restless nights have been invested in accumulating all of this. We've dedicated countless tears and arguments and most of our adult life to becoming this way. I'm not going to just chuck it all to be happy. Where's the guarantee in that? Unless I can do it fast and easy, like fast food, instant gratification. If I have to work, I don't want it. Besides, I don't have time to change. Sound familiar? Okay, that might be a little melodramatic. And I fully admit I've been watching Days of Our Lives for 42 years. But the fact is, most people aren't willing to put the work in to change. Even when we get sick, we won't release the toxins until a real scare comes along, and even then, we want doctors and drugs to handle it. After all, that's just following instructions. You tell me what pill to take and what time, and I'm all over it. But I digress. So, now we're on our way. As we drag our steamer trunk along, it's papered with stickers proudly displaying all of our destinations so far. Dating, marriage, family, parenthood, religion, education, community, career, divorce, 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 divorce. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my mom's trunk. Diets, medical procedures, politics, and, ooh, look, there's some tiny ones we practically can't see anymore, but I'm sure we were there at least once or twice. Exercise, ambitions, joy, dreams. Wait, there's one more. But it's so old and virtually obscured by all the other stickers that we can barely remember it. It looks like good sex. It's safe to say we'll revisit these destinations again over the years, some more than others. And a few that we intend to get to, well, for one reason or another, just don't seem to happen. And before you know it, time passes and we mature, in years anyway. And without even knowing it, we've accumulated dozens of life lessons and now find ourselves in a state of review, trying to determine which lessons, if any, we learned, which ones we need to repeat, which ones we want to repeat. You know what I'm saying. The kind of wicked ones which were fun but had no redeeming social value. And the ones we just didn't get at all. This review is sometimes known as midlife crisis. But it can come on any time, any age, whether you're 20, 40, 60, or 80, and not necessarily in increments of 20. It's the cathartic moment when you finally drop that heavy luggage because your back is killing you, and you evaluate the road ahead. It's the nerve-wracking moment when you either rationalize that things are okay the way they are, or you put your foot down and you say, no, things are not okay.